What's up, everyone, and welcome. In this episode, we're going to talk about BlackMatter once again fading to black. As usual, we will review the story and then see what we can learn from it and how we can implement the learnings into our security plans, our policies, and procedures.
Oh, drat these computers. They're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
The cybercriminals behind the BlackMatter Ransomware-as-a-Service operation this week announced plans to close shop. Active since July 2021, that's this year, BlackMatter is the product of the Coreid cybercrime group, which also operated the DarkSide ransomware. BlackMatter's use in assaults on critical infrastructure entities in the United States has resulted in the U.S. government recently issuing an alert on the Ransomware-as-a-Service operation. On Monday, the BlackMatter operators posted on their Ransomware-as-a-Service website a message announcing that the entire operation would be shutting down within 48 hours. In their message, the miscreants mention increased pressure from the authorities and say that part of the team is no longer available after the latest news, most likely reference to the last week's wave of arrests in Europe. A total of 12 suspects were arrested, most of them being considered high-value targets due to their involvement in multiple high-profile cases, according to Europol. Despite operating for only 4 months, BlackMatter emerged as one of the most prolific ransomware operators out there, with more than 50 businesses being hit to date. At an average ransom demand of roughly $5.3 million, the attackers could have made hundreds of millions of dollars from the operation in 4 months. But the total amount is yet unknown. In September, for example, the cybercriminals demanded $5.9 million from Iowa-based New Cooperative. The highest ransom demand made by the BlackMatter gang was $30 million, requested from Japan's Olympus Corporation, and that's according to Group IB, a Singapore-based cybersecurity firm. The estimates are based on the negotiation chats that the cybercriminals had with their victims. Responding to a Security Week inquiry, Group IB didn't make an estimate as to how much BlackMatter gang might have made from the operation. The identified cryptocurrency wallets had no transactions, as they were related to the victims who refused to pay the ransom, and whose data was published on the gang's DLS. The number of victims who actually paid the ransom, as well as the gang's earnings, are unknown, Oleg Skulkin, head of DFIR lab at Group IB, said. More than half, or 52%, of the organizations hit by BlackMatter are from the US, with others located in Austria at 11%, Italy 7%, and France 7%, as well as 8 other countries. The production sector was affected the most, Group IB says. Both Windows and Linux versions of BlackMatter ransomware were observed, and earlier this week, security researchers warned that the group had developed a custom data exfiltration tool to accelerate their attacks. The stolen data was being used to pressure victims into paying the ransom. Despite the shutdown announcement, however, security researchers believe that the gang won't retire completely. In fact, several security experts have told Security Week that BlackMatter will likely return under a different name, just as DarkSide did. They also warn that some of the group's members might join active ransomware-as-a-service operations out there and encourage organizations to strengthen their defenses against ransomware and other malicious attacks. So, what can we learn? Well, the first thing we can see, based on them announcing on Monday that they were shutting down, but at the same time we see here on the screen that they had just come out with a new tool, a custom data exfiltration tool, to accelerate their attacks. This is a very sudden and unexpected event for BlackMatter. It also shows that they are trying to cover up their tracks or get away before any of those 12 people who were arrested last week can potentially get to them. So they're probably moving around. Well, we can also breathe a little easier knowing that for the short term, this extremely efficient cyber gang is out of business. But they're going to be back, so don't forget about it. They were in business for only 4 months before they shut down. In that time, they hit 50 companies for millions or potentially hundreds of millions of dollars. They built new tools in those 4 months for more efficient data exfiltration. They have a Windows and a Linux version of their ransomware. Now, I can guarantee that other groups are salivating, hoping that some of these skills join their groups, as mentioned in the article itself. So, Be on the lookout for either a new group with the same TTPs or an existing group that suddenly has these new capabilities for faster data exfiltration or expansion into a Linux version of their own ransomware. I am a firm believer that these cyber gangs will begin dissolving and regrouping like this under different names and more often and much faster or more frequently. This is a tactic used in many criminal enterprises. Keep moving and you won't get caught. Hit fast and then move on. Smash and grab. Stay a moving target. So again, keep on the lookout for these TTPs and tools in the near future. They're definitely going to be around. With that, I say thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you haven't already, and smash the bell if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.